What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 297 of the GZ Controller Podcast. I'm your host, Anton LaPlatte. Joining me, as always, we have the Mecha Stardew Valley, Chris Montalbano.
We should have recorded this intro in the beginning.
We got the Ray Trace Durag Madrid Devon.
Yo, chasing the shot with a beer is insane.
Wait. Car bombs are delicious. The fuck you talking about?
Amen, brother.
It's just dangerous activity. That's all.
It very much is.
Eaten.
You know what? I would have
I've done it. Like, come on now.
Sake drops. I could go for a sake drop right now. I'm going
Hell
to
yeah, brother.
Yeah, that actually does sound really good at this exact
moment.
All right, and we got the most degenerate squid in the sea, Jalen Roberts.
I'm actually easy to please. Just make your shit work and have it be good. That's all I ask.
We got a jam-packed episode for you guys this week. We're going to be talking about Visions of Mana, Star Wars Outlaws, Helldivers, Vampire Survivors, Astro Bot, and Sea of Stars.
Most people are both.
See, this is the thing about it is most people aren't both. Because if most people were both, every single time I'm trying to have a goddamn conversation about like chapter 256 of something that got just fucking announced, you got motherfuckers saying don't spoil shit.
Go off.
The anime's not even out yet. The anime just got fucking announced and you're over here complaining. Stay the fuck in your little corner.
We have two separate Discord channels for those two. We have the manga readers off in our space, sharing screenshots, blurring shit out for the people who don't know how to manage their notifications correctly.
And for people who don't read, who don't immediately open up the Shonen Jump at noon EST.
True.
I started doing that now.
Yeah, literally the moment I saw Juwan say that JJK chapter, I literally just went, well, I know what I'm doing with breakfast.
The second I saw it, I opened Discord because I went to the pool earlier, and it was the last day it was open for the year, so
nice.
Did that. Yeah, did that for a while, and then came home, opened Discord on my computer, saw JJK and a blurred out image, and just opened the website and read the chapter. It was nowhere near noon, but there were no avenues.
Let's not pretend the Shonen Jump app isn't a little bit stupid. Like, remember, Dan just got on the app like a month ago.
I mean, I read it
Hell's
on my
Paradise
PC.
is still not on the app.
I read it on my main monitor.
Good for you.
Quick.
Good for you.
How do people to get to the Discord?
Some of us want a link tree.
Wait, what?
CheesyControllerPodcast.com. Click that Discord link.
Yeah.
You can see what we're talking about. You can join the conversation. Or dodge the conversation if you're behind.
Or you could be live on Sunday nights on twitch.tv/cheesycontroller. You know, you could definitely be part of the conversation there.
Yeah, you definitely could.
But yeah, since Chainsaw Man, when I got caught up with something on my PC, and now I just on my main monitor, full screen, just scroll through it, you know.
The fact that this week's chapter didn't actually come out is fucking nuts. I don't know if this is genius or just something fucked up. I don't, because that's the thing about Chainsaw Man. I don't know I cannot predict anything. I can barely see past my own nose when it comes to that series.
I don't have the mental capacity. I'm thinking about watching Dandadan and Sakamoto Days. Watching those.
The fact that Turbo Granny is fucking Rita Repulsa is... Whew, that anime's about to be heat.
Which one? Sakamoto?
No, Dandadan.
Yeah, Dandadan.
Oh, yeah.
Turbo Granny.
I'm in just for Science Saru.
I mean, Sakamoto Days isn't until the winter season, so that's still 2 seasons away, technically.
What is Dandadan?
Aliens and spirits are both. It's like boy believes in spirits. Right, boy believes in spirits. Girl believes in aliens. They go to prove each other wrong.
No, vice versa.
Oh, my bad. Boy believes in aliens. Girls believe in spirits. They go to a tunnel to prove each other wrong, and they end up proving each other right.
All right. Hold on, I'm about to save this because I need to read that.
Check
And
It's a trailer
okay,
for it.
so yeah, that's the
It-
other thing. The animation studio that's handling it is the same as Science Saru, which you may know from Scott Pilgrim Takes Off.
Right.
Oh,
Right. This is
Right.
about to be
It's about
Right.
like
This shit's-
it's about
this
to
shit's
be.
About to, it's about to fuck. Okay.
oh,
Fuck.
yeah.
Unlike old boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you know, you know.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's got 100 and some
Oh yeah,
odd.
that's that soundtrack. Yeah,
Light
yeah,
read.
it's about to
163.
go crazy. Just know
Has the
that
anime-
I was in since day.
The anime's
since
not for a
chapter
while.
fucking one.
Not for a while. Okay.
Not for a
So
while.
I could. So
No,
I
the
could
anime's next
start
month.
reading it.
Yeah,
Oh, the anime's next month?
for Don Sakamoto
Actually,
Days
okay,
is kind of far
Actually,
out.
you can get a movie ticket to go see the first 3 episodes in about 2 weeks. I already got mine.
I was about to say. So what's the move?
I already got 2 tickets. And apparently it leaked weeks ago. Like the kind of rough, like a rougher version of it, like watermarks and shit. It was like part of those Netflix leaks.
Oh yeah,
Official trailer came out.
Yeah.
I tried to
Like-
watch some of those Netflix leaks and it
Oh,
didn't
no.
work.
Oh no, I knew it would be awful.
Oh no, I wanted to watch just like Arcane.
Yeah.
That's
Oh shit!
I'm like shit. Arcane's just out there, but I wasn't able to find it.
Netflix
It got leaked
show
a while
that's
ago.
getting-
Yeah,
that's
that's-
the physical release.
Yeah. Because I can't believe it. Netflix is going to go back to selling DVDs. Ain't that a bitch?
Netflix
Ain't
has been
that a
selling
bitch?
DVDs for
They
a while.
stopped. I don't think there's actual Netflix DVDs of a lot of their originals.
There are, because I see every time I go to Target and walk past, there's like an end cap that's just like Netflix original shit on DVD and Blu-ray.
That's is it Netflix original, or is it
Yes.
Netflix? We got the American license
No,
for it.
it won't be like
because
anime.
Great British
It'll
Bake
be
Off is
like-
listed as a Netflix original, and it's not a Netflix original.
Right. It's like it'll be actual shows that Netflix.
Okay, yeah,
produced.
Stranger Things got a DVD.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Okay, I expected Stranger Things to get a DVD.
List of Netflix originals available on DVD.
Let's see.
The Get Down. was
Marriage
that one?
Story, The Irishman.
Oh, if you get down, yeah.
Yeah, I know that definitely got a physical
That was the
release.
one that got
13 Reasons Why. Oh, there's
That's
a
distributed by
few.
Paramount. That's distributed by Paramount.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, distributed by Paramount. I see you. Distributed by
Castlevania is listed as Warner Brothers.
Studio
Let's go.
on
I
Amazon.
will take that.
BoJack Horseman is only the first 2 seasons, and they're being distributed by Shout Factory.
There's
Yeah,
a
but I
lot.
mean, yeah, that's
this is a very strong list.
Yeah, that's what I'm
you-
saying. They're,
Like I said,
they're
it's better than
physical.
I thought it was. I will admit it's better than I thought it was.
On season 1 only of You.
But I will say a lot of this stuff isn't distributed by Netflix.
Trailer Park Boys wasn't a Netflix
Yeah.
original. It's also terrible. Don't watch it.
And see, this is why I didn't expect a bunch of Netflix to have actual physical DVDs. It's because they're not the ones making the DVDs.
Right, yeah. And I mean, that's fine as long as the content's available in a physical format. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, what I'm
who-
saying is Netflix isn't doing enough job promoting the fact that their DVDs are actually
because they're not the ones actually, they're selling you the subscription. The other
Right.
people are selling
Well,
you the
Netflix
option to.
clearly needs to figure out how to make but they need to start selling DVDs so they can start covering the millions it's cost them to make any episode of Stranger Things. That's another
Isn't
reason
that
why.
like? But
that's
isn't
why-
this just the list we just looked at? Is them selling DVDs?
Yeah, but they're not being distributed. Netflix isn't promoting it. They're being distributed by other companies.
Why? Yeah, that's fair.
Whatever.
They're not smart, but
I know I'll be able to go into Target and get Castlevania and Arcane on Blu-ray and be able to just.
Because shit,
cook.
Stranger Things 1 through 3, seasons 1 through 3 are listed as Vertigo.
what the fuck?
Exactly. And what I'm saying is Netflix needs to be the one distributing them so they can start making money off of the fact so they can recoup more of their money. That's why the prices of Netflix has been going up all the time. This is why we have an ad tier that's almost $10 for ads.
Can we talk about something? They're all grown ass adults now at this point. And they're supposed to be what, sophomore years in high school or something like that?
What, Stranger Things isn't over?
No,
this is the last season.
They've been filming the final season for a
yeah,
minute.
it's gonna. But I feel like it's gonna be like
Look, let's be
one
real here.
anime
Stranger
that
Things
like
should have
did the
gone
final
past
season
season
part
one.
3.
Let's be real here. Stranger Things shouldn't have gone past season 1.
I've only seen like
No,
2
that's okay. Hold on,
episodes.
I disagree with you. I 100% disagree with you. Season 2 was fucking good. Season 3 wasn't bad either.
You know what? I'll give you what the DVDs got then. Seasons 1, 2, 3. But I still believe that
season was pretty fine.
Wait, was that season 4?
With Vecna?
That was season 4.
Oh yeah, that shit was hard. That shit was hard.
That shit was hard. They took everything from 1, 2, and 3. Like, all right, let's.
I can't even like Eddie Munson, bro. That man, that was a good ass character.
There's a reason that shit took over.
Yeah.
Took over,
No,
but at no point did
this
that
is
shit
the
ever
hardest
resonate
disagree
with
that
me.
I can possibly give.
I'll give you that. That's fair. That's fair.
It's good. I don't know where they're gonna go from there, but like
I mean, it's over.
I think it's gonna be
That's the
heavy
whole
in D&D.
point.
No, I mean like
No, there's one final season.
yeah, one heavy final season.
And how many parts is that final season gonna be?
Exactly. I think it's gonna pull an Attack on Titan. It's gonna be like 4-part final
Yeah.
season.
You know,
I was just discussing the next like the end of JJK. I'm like, we're gonna get season 3, and that's gonna be most of the Cullen games.
I really
And then after that, we're gonna get
the way I see it. Here's the way I see it. Here's the way I see it. The last
they give us.
they're gonna give us what they give us. But I really think once they finish the Cullen games, I think depending on where they end the Cullen games is gonna depend on whether they do like because I'm not gonna believe the JJK anime is gonna end with only one movie. I'm gonna be real.
Oh, no,
With how much money Zero made, I'm pretty sure the season's probably gonna end right before the Christmas fight.
No,
The Christmas fight?
Well, if they do like what they did with the last season, where they kind of just animate for a minute,
Just like this was
that
2
fight,
panels, but it was
Yeah.
so much.
And then also
softer
they add stuff in there that wasn't in the manga to also help
That's
with
what
the
I'm-
pacing.
That's what I'm saying. It could be yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They could end it like maybe a little bit before the big switch.
I think it's
Or
going to
end it at the big switch.
No, I think it's going to end with the big switch. I think it's going to end with the Nah, I'd win panel. I'm saying it right now. The Cullen game season is going to end with Nah, I'd win.
Oh, that would be so hard.
That's what I
Do
believe.
the rest of the movies.
Oh, that would be so hard.
Yeah, everything that's left.
Because think about it, because right after Nah, I win, it's literally just they've been fighting for 6
Hands.
months.
Fucking chapter after chapter is literally just hands or them explaining how they're gonna throw hands, and that's it.
No,
there's
they
still
throw the
there's still
hands
the
and then explain how the hands were thrown, why that hit connected.
right. Because JJK has to be head ass as fuck.
But also,
I
it's
mean,
also
it's
the fact
anime.
that, remember, a big part of JJK is, remember, most of the modern special grades don't actually know what the fuck they're doing. And so when it's like, nah, y'all are you're some sorcerer fighters, but nah, we got a real sorcerer in the building. Y'all about to get washed.
Mm-hmm.
This is a guy not afraid to make a binding vow.
On the fly. That's the thing, on the fly. Who else is doing that? Your mans ain't doing that.
I got a binding vow in this call. Am I left? Am I right?
Look, I'm going to punch through Sam. I'm gonna punch you so many times, it's gonna force you through all 8 versions of Samsara until you have your Buddhist awakening. I'm gonna hit you that hard. The fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's my prediction for the Culling Games arc. It's going to end with I'd win.
I feel that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Or they.
But I don't think it would be just one movie after that, though.
Oh,
Yeah,
who said
no.
one
Oh,
movie?
it's gotta be
Wait, did I ever say one movie? I said I would be surprised if JJK
They're in a
ended.
constant pissing contest with UFO Table and show. They're
Oh,
like,
you-
all right, y'all gonna give us a movie trilogy?
Hey, and guess what? This is also the thing about it, though. I wouldn't be surprised. They got too fast because since Tsukahime got remade, not Tsukahime, since the Stay Night got remastered, I wouldn't be surprised if Ufotable didn't go back and redid the Stay Night route as an anime movie. Because that's the only one they haven't done yet. That's the only route.
Oh yes, the one I didn't watch.
Yeah, because it's bad. I'm not going to pretend it's not.
I was like,
That's the one we literally get the whole people die when they're killed meme. Even though within the context of the show, that line makes sense.
Yeah.
What he says, but if you take it out of context, it's still the funniest shit in the world.
Mm-hmm.
People die when they're killed.
It'd be like that, you know?
It do be like that.
Right. And it's like, and the context is Tokusa tells him, you know people die when they get killed, right? And he's like, they do, because Emiya dies in like the first episode. And then he doesn't. That's the context for that line.
I feel like we're too deep into spoiling too many things.
We haven't spoiled
It's not
anything.
even spoiling. Because everything I mentioned happens in the first episode of the Unlimited Blade Works route, of the Stay Night route, and I'm pretty sure it's the first thing that happens in the Heaven's Feel route. Like, I'm serious. At best, I've spoiled maybe 10 minutes of that movie, of that.
And we haven't spoiled anything in JJK.
yeah, I'm not a leaker.
Yeah, we didn't leave. All we said is, I'd win.
Yeah.
That there would be movies after that line.
I can set that as my status on Slack. And I fucking do often. Capitalism beating you down? Nah, I'd win.
Honestly, I really do need them to have that line in the anime. I know
my
that
God.
line is like a poor translation of what was actually said. It's so perfect though.
Like
It's so perfect, though.
the first of the movie trilogy needs to start with Jacob's Ladder.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because I need to see that happen in movie.
No, I see
quality.
that to be one of the last episodes of the season. Is Jacob's Ladder. Because remember, we're saying the first episode is the fight. We're saying the final episode is going to be the beginning when he says, "Nah, I
But
win."
think
and
about
Jacob's
how
Ladder
good
is
the
before that.
Broly movie was, and they had that 20 minutes of like before it was just for like an hour and a half.
But the thing about it, okay, in that case, where would you cut the season to end? If we're going to start with Jacob's Ladder, where are we going to
set up like? Because
I'm telling you, this right here. Guess what? I'm back and I'm black.
look? Let's just say, Sukin already said the man was fine. He did say that. We know why things happened the way it happened. I'm just saying.
But this is a video game podcast, and a lot of video game shit happened this week, so
So much.
I'll start from the top. Visions of Mana, the studio, got hoed literally on the release day of the game.
Can't even celebrate.
This is like next level.
It was bound to get to this point.
Yeah, but
and
that's fucked. That's 100% fucked.
No, the game wasn't even actually out yet to the general public.
Oh, so like they sent out preview code or
And said you're.
review code and
Let's hold on. Let's do. Either way, the studio's getting shut down on game day or pre-game release day, which is like I don't know. Hold on.
Like Immortals of Avium had more time between.
Which is crazy because they barely got 3 weeks. They barely got weeks. That's crazy.
I mean, if it was before general release, we're working on negative time at this point. You're not even safe. Like, you finish making a game and you're expecting to release, and, like, maybe you're safe enough to get to the finish line of releasing a game, but it seems like if they didn't even get to make it to release, that's insane.
Yeah. This is disheartening for real. Like,
Oh, okay. So, according to Bloomberg, NetEase has already let go of developers from Oka Studios, a process that started this spring. NetEase reportedly has only a few people left over at the Oka Studio to oversee the launch of its final games before its closure. They fired people
Oh,
a
so they
fucking
gutted the
season
company.
ago. Yeah.
Two seasons ago. We're like.
Yeah,
Right
we're
there.
going into fall now at this point. Like, that's. It's sad.
It's
I know.
surprising that, to me personally, that the first story we get of this is a Japanese studio,
Mhm.
because it seems like the Japanese studios seem to be, they're poised better to like make more money than Western studios are, even because we have to pay for everything in US dollars, and in Japan they get paid in US dollars but spend in yen. So
Yeah. I mean, apparently, according to them, both Tencent and NetEase, they're reporting they're scaling back on their investments in Japanese video game studios due to the lack of big
right.
big hits.
That was
So,
going to be my next point. Isn't NetEase and Tencent, aren't they both Chinese owned?
yeah.
yeah, they're both Chinese studios, and they're
Well, they're Chinese conglomerates.
Yeah, like Tencent has money in everything.
Yeah. So,
Like calling Tencent like even a giga corporation would be underselling it.
yeah, they have bukus of cash.
They have enough cash that they could actually solve the world's problems, but they won't because that would cost them money, and they need to make more money.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they're making it.
Yeah,
capitalist
by
club.
destroying others. But
right.
has anybody played Visions of Mana or are going to support this game now at this point? I mean,
No, it seemed to have been a mid, like, as just game in general.
Oh, okay.
It's like the vision was there, but the execution not so much.
It's also, we're in a situation where there's like so many games, they're so expensive to make, partially because of, I'm not going to get in my graphical fidelity rant, but it's at the point where it's like mid ain't enough.
Well, I mean, Visions of Mana didn't have like a crazy graphical fidelity.
Like one of the biggest games I played this week was Vampire Survivors, because it finally came to PlayStation, and you can't like
just dopamine. That's literally every single. It's like, as much as I love Vampire Survivors, that is actually every single. It's literally every single toxic gacha mechanic without the gacha.
Yeah.
It got the lights, it got the sounds, it has the mechanical benefit. It's literally everything the gacha does to turn you into a gambling addict without the
100%.
putting money into it.
The more letters you have, the harder it hits.
Mm-hmm. And then also with when you get the try fucking chest where you got 5 lines exploding in different colors.
It always does fireworks before those.
Fireworks, you hear the sound escalating. It's just dopamine. It's just an injection of dopamine. It can't be healthy. but it's so
Honestly,
good.
one of the bigger games I played this week was Cult of the Lamb.
Oh,
Hey!
solid game.
Yeah, man, the gameplay loop on that is crack-like.
Yep.
Did you start the sex cult
Yep.
yet?
No, not quite. But I
Okay.
did see so it's on PlayStation Plus Extra, and it has the like with the DLC, and the DLC introduces local co-op, and you're joined by like a black goat.
Of course. Of
Yeah,
course.
all right.
Of course.
It's I'm like 2 or 3 hours in, something like that. It's pretty fun.
Nice. It's a fun game. You're like building up your cult and taking care of your
Yeah.
little cult members, and then also doing a dungeon crawl is.
Yeah,
It's got a good balance of what like it does.
I got off of Helldivers with Anton and Joe last night. I was about to go to bed. I was like, wait, I could grab my backbone
Oh
and go to bed and
Hell
play
yeah.
Cults of the Lamb. And shit crashed on me as soon as I went to the dungeon. I'm like, "Nigga, I need gold. I think it was Cults of the Lamb. It's like there's loading and stuff in it, so it's not
Yeah.
super beefy or anything. So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I need to go to bed anyway.
Wow. Vampire Survivors is like, because it adds the like best part about the PlayStation version is at the end of a run, trophies just pop back to back to back to back,
Oh yeah, with no ads either. That you gotta
right?
to get extra gold.
Yeah,
Fucking
they,
mobile games. Fucking mobile games, man.
I know.
I mean, it started as a Steam game.
No, with the whole not having to watch ads for gold thing, that's
yeah.
a fucking mobile game bullshit.
Yeah. But it's free on mobile, so
Yeah, it's free on
It's
mobile, but
the price you have to pay.
it was like $5 on console, and then like all the DLC was like an additional $5. It was definitely worth it.
Mhm. Oh yeah, for this kind of game,
Plus
I
the
mean,
amount
$10
of
ain't nothing.
so like I played the first DLC for Vampire Survivors on Steam, and then I did the second, like I got the second DLC pack because there was like a bundle that let me get it for like under $1. So I got that, but I don't think I ever played it. And then since then there have been 2 more expansions. So yeah. And it has local co-op, so
No, shit. That's piped up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and spin the block on that one too.
yeah.
It's just such a good time.
Yeah.
It's a really good game.
And
Playing it with halfway decent controls.
it has 221 trophies. So,
I'm not even
221? What?
yeah, I think it has more trophies than any other game I've encountered in my entire life. Like one single title. But yeah, 221 trophies, so and I've unlocked 28 of them so far. And you only have to get like the base game list to get the platinum.
Mm-hmm.
Because the way they broke it up is like kind of how Monster Hunter Rise broke it up, where it's like base game, it has a list, gets you a platinum, but then it's DLC, 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 DLC. Even if it's just like updates that came to the game over, even during the early access.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be like, oh, this is like a housekeeping achievement set, just because, we didn't have anywhere else to put these achievements, but they're available in the Steam version. But yeah, it's cool.
Tight.
And now it's available on all consoles. It'd be cool if they gave us online co-op.
That'd be fun.
But there's also, we might be able to share play it, do that like remote play together thing.
Yeah.
To do co-op, so I might beta test that after the recording.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you'll be able to get trophies through that, but you'll at least be able to play the game, and we'll see.
Yeah. Honestly, that's the point.
I mean, the point of me buying another
Have they
version
ever
of it
fixed
was
that?
the
Like,
trophies.
I remember, at least I remember in the PS4 days, if you were second player playing with a friend, your second player trophies, you weren't getting trophies. Only the first player
I mean, it
was.
would do. It's
I
a
think if
case
you-
by case basis.
Yeah, I think
It's
it was
been a
Oh.
case by case basis since PS3.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but if you're logged into your profile, and even if you're doing local co-op, you can both pop trophies.
Yeah, and that's probably something Vampire Survivors has thought about. So.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that
That's fair.
because I think Shovel Knight was like that.
Hmm.
I think. I feel like Diablo will probably be like that too.
Yeah, I feel like Diablo would do that.
Then again,
Blizzard.
right now you go join his party.
And so nobody else has caved and gotten Diablo?
Oh, I was so there's I've been keeping up with the updates because I really hate to say this, but the new WoW expansion looks really fucking good, and I kind of want to play it.
No, don't do that.
Play it.
Fuck you! I'm gonna play that. I'm probably gonna.
Yeah,
play
get in there.
that. Fuck that. It's like because it's like
Play
because this is
Dawn
my thing.
Trail. It's better for you.
Okay, here's the thing
Maybe.
about it, though. This goes back to the thing I was saying of the difference between Dawn Trail and Warcraft, and why Warcraft appeals to me and why Final Fantasy 14 doesn't, is that WoW is an arcade. Final Fantasy 14 is a theater.
Yes.
Sometimes I just want to press buttons and fireball a bitch.
Sure.
Sometimes I want to be a tall blue goat lady and fireball a bitch.
Fair.
And I would like to just do that for like 12 hours and then log off. With Final Fantasy 4, if I start Dawn Trail
12 hours is insane.
in 12, if I played that game for 12 hours straight, I'm most
Gloss
likely.
over that.
Yeah, that's crazy. Continue. That's longer than a shift.
Okay, I would
Damn.
like to.
Like, that's half your day.
I haven't done
Okay,
that
I would
since
like to say
Iceborne.
I'm doing this for
Iceborne
easy
was the
math.
last time I did the 12 hours.
Quick maths.
It's for the maths. It's for the maths. I'm not going to literally play that game for 12 hours.
Wow.
You
Okay.
For the maths. No. I can't sit down in a chair for 12 hours. I have to get
No.
up. So I know I have a hard limit on that. But what I'm saying is if I played WoW for 12 hours, I know that for the better part of 11 hours, I'm running around playing the game. If I started Dawn Trail
It's time
and
to
I
play the
played for
game.
12 hours, I'm probably spending a third of that in cutscenes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not even
No,
a third.
you
You're
are-
spending half of that.
You are spending
half.
You have time to go
90%.
to the bathroom?
It's
Like
Dawn Trail
legit
is a lot
remote
of
play. I would just do remote play on my phone.
See, that's see,
while
I see.
cutscenes
All
are
you're doing
rolling.
is proving my point. Sometimes I just want to run around and play an MMO and just fireball a bitch.
Okay,
and-
but like
You
you,
just
you
gotta
have
get the
to you have
Oh,
to see
no.
the difference. You have to see the differences of where 14 and WoW are.
I
Like
know,
14 is in
know.
a new world.
trust me,
With
I
half
know.
a world build.
I know. I'm very intimate with both of them. I know both of them very, very well.
Fair enough.
And I know the difference. And it's like, and that's the thing about it is I know that if I started playing WoW, I could be playing WoW. I could be playing, just straight up playing WoW faster and longer than I would be just playing
Yeah,
Final
but
Fantasy.
where are you
Like,
at in
that's
WoW?
why
Are
I'm
you
playing
even
Vampire
going to
Survivors
be able to
over
play
Persona
the
3.
Yes, actually, they redid the leveling content, so you could just start anywhere and go straight to the thing. They fixed the leveling, so no, I'd be able to play. It wouldn't actually take me that long to be in the War Within content.
Wait. Question.
Hit me.
Where are you at in WoW?
It doesn't matter.
It does.
Dragonflight. Actually, I'm in the previous expansion.
Oh, so you have played WoW
I played
recently enough to
Dragonflight. I played
the last
Dragonflight.
one.
I played Dragonflight. Yeah.
Okay. That's
I put some serious time.
Well,
into
then,
Dragonflight.
I mean, if
Heaven's
you're there, then fuck it. Just do it. Just have a good time.
Dragonflight does not have his word.
That's
I'm
what-
telling you this right now.
That's what video games are for. If you're gonna
Dragonflight.
have a good
Actually,
time.
I'm
Have a
going to
good
say
time.
this right now. Dragonflight as a narrative is probably closer to Dawn Trail than Heaven's Word.
Oh, because it's world building.
Well, and also this brand spanking new island that we've never been to before,
World building.
with a whole
That's-
bunch of culture we've never got to experience before.
That is honestly my only gripe with Dawn Trail is I have loved every second of it when you're with the characters and everything, but as you're like experiencing the world,
Chris,
it's
how
taking
far are
me a
you in
second. I
Dawn
have
Trail?
I'm level 96. Whatever.
We got to get you to this
I get it. I
raid
understand. I
series.
want to do it. I tried to play it yesterday. Unfortunately, I was a little hungover and they were talking to me about shit that was going on. And I was like, I am too hungover for me to comprehend what's going on. So let me just let's put this down. I'm going to pick up Persona because I can be sad and hungover at the same time, but I can't be learning and hungover at the same time. So I just caught back up in Persona 3 after the PS3 reset before I saved, and I'm having a good time.
Were you just suspending your game?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I made that mistake. Now I save all the time.
Oh
All the time.
Chris, how old
All
are
the
you?
time. No, don't worry about it. I save all the time.
I've even fucked up and like jumped straight to the game that I was gonna play with the homies, and not have saved.
No, I
When I was
save
just suspending
often. If I just pause the game,
I don't have this
saving.
problem playing games on PC because I have to physically stop doing what I'm doing on PC. PlayStation allows me to just be like,
That's
go to
because
bed.
it's a dedicated system.
Go to bed, and then
It's built for that.
And then the PlayStation will be like, I'm really going to bed, and then you
No.
lose everything.
quick resume would be.
Yeah. But I mean, I learned from my
it's
mistake.
crazy. We are like.
I've just accepted we're not going to get that.
We are 4 years into this console generation.
You're not. I mean,
And
you
there's
might with
been
the Pro. You might with the Pro.
No, don't. I can't even get my hopes up for that. Because it's not going to happen.
they do this,
as
that
much
might be
fucking
one.
sense as
that's
it
fair.
makes, it wouldn't work.
That's
Because
fair.
I could see me having Hades suspended, having Persona suspended, having
Yeah.
Vampire Survivors suspended. Like before, like
How much
earlier
are you
in-
trying to suspend?
Everything.
You're gonna get
If
your
you
PS
give this man a feature, he's gonna push it to the limit.
PS5 is going to like
Just wholesale. You
chug.
gave this man a feature. If he cannot,
I'm going to
use it,
get
it is
my
not worth
money's
it.
worth.
No.
If they deprived us of it this long and they give it
You're
to
not
us,
gonna
I'm
get
going to crash out on
You
that
also
shit.
don't need it. You don't need it.
I do need.
It would be
quick
awesome.
resume.
Just as long as I could
Like
do
even
3
switching
things.
from other apps, like going to fucking Netflix.
Wait.
or YouTube.
Doesn't Xbox
Okay, I can
do
see
that?
that.
Yes.
Can
Yeah,
Xbox
that's
do
the-
that?
That's the
Someone,
point.
I distinctly remember Xbox doing that. I
the
distinctly
point.
remember
Yeah.
going from Starfield to Persona like instantly because I had a both.
Xbox can do that. It's the only console that can do that.
Yeah.
But it's also Xbox.
right.
like, It's the
Yeah,
positive
it is.
that
to
it's
see
got.
about my. Actually, speaking of my Xbox, I've been, my latest project has been modding that Series S of mine.
Oh.
Trying to turn that into something, some. You know what I mean?
You and I have very
It's
different
running Windows
philosophies
11.
on what we're trying to mod. Like my
For what?
latest project, I've been trying to mod a Wii.
It's on my list of shit to mod. Like I started reading up on modding the Xbox, but my actual current modding project is jailbreaking my Vita.
Now, my current top priority project, because I physically replaced a battery in a system for this to work already, is 3DS. I want to mod my 3DS, but then I also really want to mod a Wii. I was looking at
my
like
3DS charger while moving.
turn
It's
out.
been years.
Plug it up. Let's go. You can't play anything online because the
Yeah, I
server.
want to boot it up now. Shit.
That's why you mod it now and load it up with every game ever released for the 3DS.
I'm about to mod my PS2.
I'm gonna just come drop it off on you.
There you go.
You just giving me a 3DS?
I was hoping to pick it up mine. Once you crack the code, or shit, if you want to use mine for practice.
No, it's literally all I need is, I think we talked about it on the show, and that might have been a week you weren't here, but all I need to mod my 3DS at this point is a micro SD USB card reader for my computer, which I know I have multiple of. I've bought several of these things over the years, but whenever I need one, I can't find them. Is that one?
You need to
Chris?
borrow one?
Is that USB-C or A?
Hey.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I do need to borrow that.
Or
It'll read a
let's do
micro
this
SD without a
Mic-
adapter.
micro SD and SD.
All
It's
right,
in
well,
both.
shit. Everybody bring your 3DSs Friday. Chris, bring that, and we're going mod everybody's
Let's go.
3DS.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
fucking go, baby.
It's gonna be Scott Pilgrim and DS modding.
Just like the good Lord intended.
Just like the good Lord intended. But the reason why I put Diablo
Just like it's
in the
2011 again.
fucking 2011. But the reason why I put Diablo into the notes is because I've been keeping up on what changes they've been making to the game.
Yeah.
Basically, when Vessel of Hatred comes out, it's not the same game. Like, they have been reworking everything in that game.
Like improving it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And adding more stuff to do, so it's not like you're just mindlessly grinding XP in like very boring. Like, they're adding better chase items, they're increasing the level cap, they're changing how the Paragon system works a little bit by making it so you don't have access to your Paragon shit until you hit cap. But
They're like
they
Amazon.
make, yeah, like straight up, they're remaking everything. And I'm not gonna pretend the new class doesn't look cool.
Their new class.
So wait, are you close to caving on Diablo?
Hell the fuck no. I'm if there's anything I'm close to caving on is World of Warcraft: The War Within. Fuck Diablo. I might cave and get that get Game Pass again for 1 month to maybe play it. But if I do, it's gonna have to be an entire thing. It's gonna have to be content. You know what I mean? It's gonna have to be actual like.
I mean, there's a lot of content in the game.
But also fuck that game.
Yeah, but I mean,
Why?
like
Particularly
Specifically now
because
at this point.
Blizzard.
Well, not
Oh,
just because
yeah,
it's Blizzard, but also the way the game is does not look good to me, and it's like
No,
the
it's
stuff
fun.
that's starting to interest me isn't coming out till Vessel of Hatred.
I honestly think you would love the fuck out of this game.
No, I'm waiting
And
for
now
Path
at
of
this
Exile
point that
2.
Microsoft has acquired Blizzard and tried to amend what Activision Blizzard did in the past.
One, you can't amend that shit. The only way you can get close to amend that shit is either by putting Bobby Kotick in the ground or behind bars.
You know,
At
it
the
looks
bare
like he's
minimum.
going to be
Well, the
running
America's
TikTok.
going to have to do that.
Of course they're gonna
That's
try.
like-
You know why they're trying to get rid of TikTok, right?
Well, no,
because-
Bobby Kotick's trying to step in and...
No, because they're trying to force TikTok, which is a Singaporean company, to sell to an American company, so the Israelis would have control. Because let's be real, TikTok didn't get on the chopping block until people actually started seeing what the fuck was going on in Palestine. The propaganda, they're outpacing propaganda. That's what's going on.
Snapchat also did it.
Right.
Well,
Snapchat
Like-
maps will be like 3 miles this way, it's like this. 6 miles that way, it's like this. And
that's crazy.
But it's just one of those things where it's like, the thing with Diablo 4 is that in the state that it is right now, does nothing for me. Maybe Vessel of Hatred will work, but it is current state, like a good shit. Half of the improvements I mentioned aren't till the next season.
Yeah.
Not the season we're in, but the next one.
I mean, I hear you. I just heard a lot of good things about Diablo. Now, while Diablo is not going to be a game that I want to buy or play, I just feel like
They're improving. They're not good yet.
Yeah.
They're improving.
I mean, you can
That's
get
right.
And also the thing
honestly-
about it though is
it might go free to play. Like
it's
at
already
this
on Game Pass. If you got Game Pass, it's on there. So it's basically free to play if you have a subscription.
Yeah.
That's not free to play.
I mean, it's $15.99 a month.
But you're not
Or-
paying for just that. And this is also something else,
Yeah.
though. Is that
It's
this
like-
is and
Are we
this is also
back
the
to
biggest issue.
defending Game Pass somehow? Or well, are y'all back to? Are you back to defending Game Pass?
No, I'm not defending Game Pass. I'm not.
I mean, you could just
I'm
rationally
only
like.
talking about the conditions that would get me to play this game. But even then,
Yeah.
Vessel of Hatred comes out October 8th. Is there anything more important that comes out in October? Because then November 15th, Path of Exile 2 comes out. And once Path of
Metaphor
Exile.
Refantasio is October 11th.
Well, look, guess who's not playing Vessel of Hatred now?
What? When is Silent Hill? Silent Hill
Guess who's
2
taking
in
off work for that
October
shit?
6th.
Right. It's like, and that goes back to the entire thing, is that the best chance Diablo 4 to get me to play that game would be when Vessel of Hatred drops October 8th. That's 3 days before Metaphor. I'm going to play Metaphor. And then November 15th, Path of Exile 2 drops. The superior game. The fuck?
Yeah, I'm.
Why the
a
fuck
little
would I
more
play that
interested in
bullshit
Path of
game?
Exile.
I mean, shit. What?
Path of
like
Exile
it.
got more characters, more
5
drift.
days?
Yeah, more characters. Like, come on now. How many Diablo got? 5?
Shit. In 5 days, I got fucking Astro Bots. I don't give a fuck about anything else.
Yeah, Astro
Uh-oh.
Bot's already preloaded on my
even
system.
you can't be convinced to play for Vessel of Hatred when it comes
I mean, I
will not-
can,
don't
and I
care-
have
don't
Diablo.
care about. I personally do not care about Diablo.
The only reason
I
I'd play Diablo is to play it with somebody else because
Fair. But I'm about to be here for Astro Bot.
oh yeah,
Like, there's 12 characters and 12 character classes in Path of Exile 2. And that's just the characters. We're not talking about builds, because remember what I said. If I'm not losing important talent points in this web, anxiety-creating web of talent options, it don't do nothing for me.
Mm,
It ain't nothing to me, man.
it's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
Just, look, Diablo 4 had its chance when it came out. It was not it.
Hmm.
Now that it's starting to become a little bit better, the competition. And Trashboat, Trashboat asks, is PoE vanilla still the superior game? I mean, basically. Basically. Like, Path of Exile, vanilla Path of Exile is better than Diablo 4.
oh no, opening Path of Exile, vanilla Path of Exile was anxiety inducing.
Exactly.
Opening Diablo
Exactly.
is like, here's a cinematic, some metal ass shit,
That does nothing
and
for
then
me.
drops
That-
me off in the most
It-
graphically, like, just the most fidelity of anything in existence.
And the gameplay is boring. The builds are boring. The items are boring. Yeah, Diablo 4 is prettier to look at, but Path of Exile is way better to play.
Hurt.
I'm just saying.
Damn. Let
All
him
right.
cook.
Let him cook.
Well, while in Path of Exile you have a lot of options, in Star Wars Outlaws it doesn't seem like you have a lot of options, but you did have the option to pay extra money to play the game early, and if you did that
That's a
before
scam.
release day, your save would
It's
have been
gone.
corrupted.
Yep.
Because you already fucked up by giving Ubisoft money. Let's be real here. You already fucked up by doing that. But then you gave Ubisoft more money so they can fuck you earlier. You just wanted to get first in line. You just want to be first in
Hold
line
on.
to get bent over by Ubisoft.
Hold on. No, we're not going to sit here and blame the victims out here. We're not going to victim blame out here.
Okay.
We're
okay.
going to blame the corporation who decides to keep on doing this. Sure.
But here's my
Yes.
thing about it is, Ubisoft has been known to be doing this bullshit forever. So if you know that sticking your dick in a bear trap is going to end up with a bear trap on your dick,
Yeah, but when's the last time? When is the last time you bought an Ubisoft game and you had to restart it just so your save corruption
Yeah,
won't.
I mean, there's
your
also
save
people
won't
who
get
get
corrupted.
review codes and things like that,
Yeah,
like journalists. They were doing their job.
right.
And I'm saying is Ubisoft as a company, there might be one game that I can think of that's come out in the past decade that might be worth a full price on release. That's worth its price on release
From Ubisoft?
Prince of Persia,
from Ubisoft.
Lost
Yeah,
Crown.
exactly. It's Prince of Persia. That's the
fair.
only one out of 10 in the past decade.
No, I'm waiting
Yeah,
for
but not
that
everybody in the world is
complete
going to.
edition on sale.
Well,
Anton, that just proves my point. There's
You said
not a
on
Ubisoft
sale.
game that's worth buying on
Oh, no,
release.
Yeah, no.
You're waiting for it, the complete collection to come on sale. That's my
Skull and
point.
Bones.
That's what I do for.
oh boy,
No, I'm
Bro.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Bro.
Dead and gone, lost and forgotten, shit and sunk.
All of
Buried
those.
at sea.
God damn. I will say,
An overdeveloped mistake. No
Overdeveloped.
boarding in a pirate game.
Star Wars Outlaws look good. I mean,
look good.
it looks good.
Here's the thing about it: is most Ubisoft games look good before you find out they're a piece of shit.
Yeah, but this is also has the Star Wars license on it. Of course,
That
people are
doesn't
going to buy
help.
a day one.
That doesn't help.
It
We
does
haven't had a
help.
good day
It
one
does
Star Wars
help
game in a
for the
decade.
average consumer that are just buying
Wait,
video
what?
games that they like.
What'd you say, Jalen?
I don't think we've had an actual good Star Wars game that was good day one in like a decade.
The first.
No, I forgot
Star
about
Wars-
Fallen plus Jedi Survivor. No, Jedi Survivor had issues when it came
Yeah,
out.
that was
No,
right
Jedi
there.
the first. No, just was
Both-
it
no,
Star
both
Wars
of
Fallen
them
Order?
Both of them had
Fallen Order,
serious
yeah.
issues
Yeah,
on release.
both of them launched fucked.
Yeah, that's fair. But you didn't
Not
lose your
save
save. Hold on,
deleting
hold on,
fuck.
hold on,
Not
you
the
idiot.
save. Yeah,
it wasn't
just didn't
that
come-
serious.
Oh yeah, you didn't delete your save. The game just was borderline unplayable.
Also, Jedi Survivor
wasn't
is like
that
people are constantly flaming Call of Duty for its install size, but Jedi Survivor is bigger than a Call of Duty game.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It
For a
just
single
goes back
player
to my
game?
point. It just goes back to my point is that there's nothing Ubisoft makes that is going to be worth the price of admission day one, let alone paying extra to play it early.
Yeah,
Like,
never.
okay.
I understand.
Like,
Right,
I understand this
I
conversation
understand
should be
I
that.
hear where you're coming from.
But what about the fact that they're selling a product to somebody and they're making a promise that this product is usable and it works
Right.
perfectly
Okay, this
fine?
is something else I would like to add. This is me we're talking about. The only company I
Yes.
hate more than
Clinical
Blizzard
respect.
is Ubisoft.
It's true.
Right.
Like
So why are the customers getting shit?
Yeah,
because
you
they're
don't.
dumb. No, because
No,
because
no, no.
this is the reason why. This is the reason why. Because at the end of the day, they still consented to buying that bullshit ass product.
You can say you disagree with them. That's fair.
No. I'm saying
100%.
what I'm saying is it's Ubisoft's fault. Ubisoft is the culprit, and I've been saying Ubisoft needs to die for years. But my thing about it is, at some point, we should acknowledge that you need to stop buying this bullshit day one.
I mean, that's just not how people do.
Right.
People,
and it's
casual gamers just buy like 1 or 2 games a year.
and they're gonna keep getting ripped off.
Yeah, sure. Of
Like,
course
at
they
some
are,
point
but they
you need
don't
to
know
learn
that.
something.
People don't live in this world of like a Ubisoft game. Not everybody's buying a Ubisoft game every single year or knows in the news what Ubisoft is doing. Sometimes someone just sees Star Wars Outlaws and says, "This
Right.
game is fucking cool. I just want to buy this game. I'm going
One
to
of
pay."
my coworkers just like my coworkers will just randomly talk to me about random games, and one of my coworkers was like, "Yeah, I wish I had a PS5 to play Star Wars Outlaws," and I'm like, "That is not the game that you." I'm like, "That."
Here's the thing.
They don't
There's
know.
also something else I would like to say. I want to play Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah,
It appeals
same.
to
I
me.
really,
but my
really
thing
want
about
to
it
play
though
Star Wars
is it's like
Outlaws.
this.
No,
But it's like this. At the end of the
I've
day,
always had zero interest.
like it, and also I only have interest because it's a Star Wars game. I love Star Wars.
Yeah.
Have you
I understand my
beat
Jedi
biggest red flag
Survivor?
is that I have
you
a
beat
strong
Jedi
opinion on
Fallen
Star
Order?
Wars. Like, but it's one of those things where it's like, but it's one of the. My thing with it though is like, Ubisoft can't keep getting rewarded and getting away with this shit. And at some point, the consumer got to stop buying it. At some point, the consumer needs to sit down and look at what the fuck they're trying to buy. At some point, for their own protection. Like, I'm not saying that Ubisoft is without fault. Ubisoft's 99.99% at fault. But at some point, you got to stop sticking your dick in a wood chipper.
Okay, but like from their point of view, they're like, okay, let me check the reviews. Game's not out yet. We don't really got the reviews just yet, right?
Why do you have to buy it day one? Why can't you wait like 3 days?
Why do you read your manga immediately?
Right.
Why do you go look up your scans and your leaks?
I don't look up scans and leaks.
Why do you check out those series that you enjoy? Because you fuck with it. That's
Bro,
when you do that.
But this is the thing about it though, is I don't fuck with, but this is also something else, is I don't fuck with anything so much that I'm going to get, like, yes, I fuck with
You
stuff.
don't know you're getting ripped off until you get ripped off.
They've been doing this shit for a decade!
People don't know that. Jalen,
What,
you
they
know
didn't
that,
ruin
but
anything
you
from
have to
Mirage? That
assume
happened, like,
people
6 months
don't know
ago.
that. You have to, people don't know that.
From what game?
Assassin's Creed Mirage.
I thought that game came
What
out
if
great.
those audiences are like this instead of like this?
They are like this.
You're
You have to
speaking to the
understand.
little butthole. Okay, there's the people on the outside. You got to look at the cheeks.
And what I'm saying is, at some point, there's a bit of consumer responsibility that you need to take to make sure you don't get ripped off because these corporations aren't trustworthy. Like how many times do we have to go through Cyberpunk 2077 to fucking understand this?
I don't know if you're understanding.
The consumer
I don't
needs
know
to
if you're
be wary
speaking.
with their dollar.
I don't think you're speaking on the average consumer, especially
I
in
know,
this day.
I know I'm not speaking on the
especially in this
average
day and
consumer,
age.
because the average consumer just wants their dopamine hit. You might as well just switch to crack. It's gonna rip you off less.
Right. You have to exactly, especially what you just said. People want what they want right now. No one's going to wait. They see something they want it. That is just today's age. That's today's age and social media.
We teach 5-year-olds that shit.
No, we don't. We don't teach anybody that shit no more. Welcome to 2024. We ain't got no patience anymore.
Don't nobody know shit.
Just stop it. There's nothing. People want what they want, and they want it right now. So people are going to buy a Ubisoft game if they don't know what Ubisoft is, and they're going to say, "Oh, I can pay this much money and get this game 3-day access."
They know who Ubisoft is.
They like the Ubisoft games, like Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was like, oh shit!
And when they buy it and they get it, and it's good.
I'm about to get the same shit.
Exactly.
You know.
They hear about the best games that come from Ubisoft, like Assassin's Creed.
What I'm saying is, at some point, the consumer needs to learn to stop putting their dick in a wood chipper. Just, at the end of the day.
Fair enough.
Like, yeah, you're right. I understand the average person doesn't understand things as well as we do. We're specialized. That's why we're literally here. I understand that. But also, how many times do they have to go through this?
That's pretty sure this might be people's first time going through this kind of situation with Ubisoft, where you bought the game early, you got 3 days early access, you lost your save. That's it. You lost your save, you wasted that extra money, and you get bullshit for it back. You get a what was it, like a little icon or whatever that you could have gotten if you watched a Twitch stream 2 months ago, and 100 Ubisoft coins is what you get for it.
Yeah, like the accountability.
I mean, that's bullshit. Just like give people their money back. Okay, you literally just now bought the game for $70. I'm gonna give you $30 because you bought it for $100.
They wouldn't do that.
At some point, they're
not going to do that, but like that's what they should do. Like the corporations really need to take accountability. We messed up. Instead of writing some like sweet little note saying, "Hey, if you want the best, whatever, you want the best experience, you need to restart your game. Sorry about that. Shut up. Give me what you owe me now. Because I trusted you. You're the billion-dollar corporation. I make whatever dollars a month. Go fuck yourself. Pay me back. I trusted you." And it's not on the consumer, it's on the corporation. corporation doesn't give in.
This is my thing about it. This is my thing about it though. Is we are enabling this to continue if we do not pretend that the consumer is not involved. Like, that's the thing about it, is we control what we can control. And as a consumer, you should be wary with your dollar. You should look at what you're buying. You shouldn't just mindlessly buy shit. At some point, you're going to need to learn and understand that. And if this is your first time, it sucks. You learn from this. Do better. Because the corporations aren't if you're going to keep buying the shit. Because all you're doing is proving them right. That they could sell you a subpar product. But as long as you get to have exclusivity or be the first to have it and post it on your little social medias, that's the only thing that matters. And if you're like that, you're going to keep getting ripped off. At some point, you're going to need to learn.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, this is your dollar, and you're still making the choice to buy it. Because you don't have to buy the Ubisoft game. I understand you want it, but also you should probably, do a little research. You're not going to just go buy a random ass car because it's cute. You should probably learn a little something about it.
Yeah, but like $15,000 to $20,000 car is different than buying a $70 video game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Or is it?
Yeah.
Is it really? Because if you put the same amount of care into buying a car as you did again, we could avoid some of this bullshit. And then Ubisoft would have to start making sure their games worked on release so they could have them first week sales.
I mean, honestly,
I can tell this argument's not going to go anywhere.
Shit. Yeah, people are going to buy that shit off the Star Wars name.
I know, and I'm saying those are the people.
It could be Ubisoft, it could be EA, it could be fucking Devolver. People are going to buy
Crystal
that
Dynamics
shit.
if Eclipse ever comes. Not Crystal Dynamics. Quantum Dream if fucking Echoes ever comes out.
Exactly. Like, how they decide to monetize it and package it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be the same thing, and it just shows that they fall short, and they're not. These things are undercooked, honestly, because why is a patch fucking breaking your game?
Because and that's what I'm saying. Is like, and as a consumer, you need to learn, get some wariness. You need to start getting pay attention to what your dollar is doing. At some point, you got to learn.
I mean, video games just used to fucking work.
Yeah,
like, you would get them, they worked. Like, that was always the thing. Like, shit like this is more of an outlier now.
It's not an outlier. This is common now.
Well, it's common now, but
no, this has been common for like 2 generations. Like, remember once we got to the 7th gen, 360s didn't work. You bought a 360, that shit would die on you.
Barely.
That was the whole console.
Yeah, those are okay.
But that's my point, though. It's that
your first
that risk, though. People went into it knowing. Well, after they seen the initial run of Red of Rings, they knew that, well, shit, I only got this for 6 months, maybe a few days, maybe a few years. I don't know. I'm rolling the dice. You're gambling. It's the fever. It's the fever, Jalen. You can't stop the fever.
But also, Jalen, that was fixed after the 2nd generation. So, like...
And what I'm saying is, as a consumer...
That was an epidemic, and people fixed it, and Microsoft looked at it and fixed that shit.
And what I'm saying is...
All people knew about that.
Right, but this is also the thing about it, is you buy day one, you're just rewarding their mediocrity. Because you want it now. It's like, at some point, you need to sit down and be like, is this game really worth getting it day one? At some point, you need to do that. Like you need to do with the rest of your products. This is part of the reason why the quality of every product is going down.
I don't disagree.
This is why people are finding bugs in their bacon bits.
I don't disagree with you, but you have to look at where we're going. And that shit's not going to slow down.
Our lack of regulations on things.
Lack of
regulation got taken away from us over the course of the past, 8 years.
It's also our lack of patience on this shit.
Then that's my point. It's like, and that's also my point of this. It's like, as a consumer, we need to do the things we can control, do the things we can directly affect. And one of the things we could do is not buy shit the moment it fucking comes out.
I mean, honestly, at this point, you're preaching to the choir. You're not even talking to.
You're not going to reach us.
Not buying shit when it comes out is these studios just closing down as soon as the game drops.
Right.
Or before.
But, however,
look at Hi-Fi Rush. It happened anyway. Look at Hi-Fi Rush. It happened anyway.
But then Hi-Fi Rush is.
Look at Vision of Mana.
Right. Visions of Mana is a way worse story
it
than
seems more
Hi-Fi
like they
because
sent that game out to
Hi-Fi,
die.
Crafton
They sent that
bought
game out to
picked back
die.
up the studio. So
Right. I'm just saying, if you are, yes, the consumer needs to slow down and say, like, what am I buying? If the quality of the things that the product that I am buying is diminishing, then I need to slow down. But we're not going to. The consumer is not going to. It's really up to the billion-dollar corporations to say, these people are going to buy as soon as I get it. I need to bring out the best product as soon as it's released. But they're not going to because they know we're just going to buy it. It's a double-edged sword. No one's going to win. We need to move on from this topic because
Right.
at the end of the day, we're all fucked because we don't have, no
Right.
one has patience.
The last thing I'll say on this is, one, fuck corporations, and two, I just need them to be held accountable for their fuck shit.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. So it doesn't matter if it's people buying into it, people boycotting it, whatever. They need to step up and take that accountability, and we're not just going to shirk that off to us.
well, no, they gave you
Which
a
I'm not
trinket.
saying is the case, but
They gave you like a collectible, in-game collectible. For
Yeah,
your
they gave you a
trouble.
collectible that you could have gotten 2 months ago if you watched the Twitch stream, and then $100 Ubisoft bucks
And
or
here's my question.
whatever.
Here's my-
in-game currency.
Yeah, so
And then also the thing I gotta ask is how worth is some of this shit? Like, it's like
No,
is
it's definitely not worth. Okay,
It's
Ubisoft
not worth it.
games, like most AAA games these days, are not worth it day one.
terrible.
I don't know.
It's one of-
I'm about to pre-order Metaphor, so
I don't know if that's AAA. I think that's a good, solid AA game, just like Persona 3 Reloaded
no.
is a good, solid
No, those are
AA game.
AAA games,
Those
my
are
boy.
AAA games.
those are
I
AAA
don't-
games, my boy.
It doesn't seem like they're putting the amount of
because
time that a
they're putting their
AAA
money
game
into
is.
style. Because the thing about AAA games,
What?
part of the reason
Metaphor's
why
been cooking since fucking Persona 5.
the thing about it is though, it's
Okay,
part of
so
the reason why
that's
is
the thing.
Maybe before.
Yeah,
But
they
I will
part of the
say,
reason why
like-
is because they're
since
going for
after
art
Persona
style
4
and not just
Golden.
photorealism. This
Hold
is
on,
also why
hold on.
Concord looks shit with the Sony realism sheen on it that it does
Yes.
in their animated their CGI their cell shaded cartoons.
Correct.
Like that's
All
the thing
I
about it is photorealism is part of the reason why AAA games take so long and cost so much. That's why GTA 5 is taking 30 years.
Well, no,
And it's gonna
honestly,
cost
it's
$400.
easier now for developers to do photorealism than it
It's-
is for them to do pixel art.
I'm gonna say right now it's still it's
No,
very
with
expensive and it's harder on the hardware. Like
Harder,
But-
yes. Harder on the hardware, yes.
and it's still very, very expensive. Like
Your
this is the thing
game's
about it
in
is
Unreal
3D
Engine,
modeling.
like-
Okay, 3D modeling stuff in with that higher graphical fidelity is actually so much fucking harder because they're going for these minuscule. Part of the reason why though is because they're going for such fine, minuscule details that aren't actually getting any easier to make. They're taking forever. Like now we have entire teams of people who are spending months just to make sure your character sweats right. Who gives a fuck about the character sweating?
I mean, that's
But-
a major selling point in sports games.
Yeah. It is.
Right, at the sweat that
I
you're
don't know who decided on making that the selling point, but they do.
because it sounds
Because
appealing.
they took away NFL Blitz.
They just
and
don't make our
NBA
shitty-ass
Street.
sports games no more.
Backyard
They
Sports
don't.
is getting a revival.
Is it out though?
Right. I don't have it right now.
I don't know. Y'all are impossible. Jalen, you're impossible to please.
No, I'm actually very, very fucking easy to please.
No,
Did
you're
your game
not.
come? No, I am actually very easy to please.
Not in-
I am very easy to
talk
please.
for
Oh,
20
name
minutes
both.
straight about
No,
people
No,
pre-ordering
I'm very
Ubisoft
fucking.
games.
I'm actually very. I'm a
Which
Ubisoft
you
hater. I
don't
can admit
do.
that, but I'm easy to fucking play. Well, one, and also, I'm not going to pretend that most of my hatred towards Ubisoft goes for their crimes because I read the documents of their crimes. And everything Blizzard did, Ubisoft was doing while being French,
I mean,
which makes it a bit worse.
Okay. Hold on. I will say there's a couple things that we have on the docket today that
Yeah, there's some shit
pleases
I'd rather talk
Dylan.
about.
And I think Sea of Stars
Sea of Stars is the
DLC.
perfect example of how I'm easy to please. That game's a
There
banger.
you go.
It dropped, no issues. The game's fucking heat, and now they're back with some extra content. Bam, easy
Let's
to
talk
please.
about
Done. 10 out of 10.
But
Bam.
if we bought that day one and played it,
You're
you know,
spending more.
like, what's the difference? Apparently, I have to buy that game now.
Yeah, I gotta buy that game now.
I have to actually buy it because it has a lock symbol next to it. I'm like, you motherfuckers. But I don't mind, honestly. I would buy that game.
Yeah,
I
I
was
got
thinking
it on
about doing
sale.
that. They're just pushing me to go do it now. They're like,
Yeah.
you want that free DLC, don't you? We'll go pay for it. But yes, I do want that free DLC.
Oh, it looks so good.
Did they put a date on it? I think I missed that.
I feel like there is a date. But while y'all are distracted with that, Chris,
Spring next year.
Astro Bot,
Oh, I'm
do you
so
have
ready
it
for it.
preloaded?
Not yet, but I will. It literally comes out a couple of days after I get paid, and that's when I'll have it preloaded. I'm ready for this game.
Well, it
It's
comes
my
out
most
Friday.
anticipated. Yeah,
Comes out
I know. I get paid on Wednesday.
Okay, so you'll have it preloaded.
Yeah, I'll have it preloaded. I'm so ready for this game. I know PlayStation games have been hit or miss this year, but I feel like everything I've seen from this game is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of know what we're getting. It's,
yeah,
what they
it's
say,
going to be a video
70
game.
levels?
36.
No, I'm thinking it's
More
70
than
or
that.
80 levels.
Oh, you might be right. Let's see.
Maybe
And
this
we
is the
got
type of game
what?
I need.
4 in Astro's
need a
Playroom?
good ass-
Okay, yeah.
yeah.
So there
80
were
levels.
80 levels across 6 galaxies.
Oh,
So we know what we're getting with that of like, because we all played Astro's Playroom.
Yeah,
Did we?
I did.
Wait,
I mean, you,
Okay, Anton and I played Astro's Playroom.
yeah. Did we both platinum it, Chris?
No, you platinumed it. I did not do the dinosaur thing, and
You're getting 13.3 levels per game.
I'm about to go back and do the like add-on trophies to get back up to. Well, I'm not going to hit 100% because there's still that one speedrun trophy
mhm.
as like part of that first extended trophy list. But now that they've added one secret Astro Bot like hidden in each level, like for the last 4 months. So I think they're all out now. So I'm going to go do all 4 of them before Astro Bot comes out. And yeah, Madrid, you should play Astro's Playroom. It's like 4 hours long and it's really good.
Yeah, it's just a solid.
And it's free.
Yeah, that's
And it's
another.
not a huge install.
Yeah,
You're speaking-
it's a solid
speaking
little
my
plat.
language.
It's a
Speak my
solid
language.
3D platformer.
I understand what you're putting down. I think I did just download Control for no good reason.
That's also
I mean,
a good game.
Yeah, nobody's mad at you for downloading it.
Yeah,
I think I
You
keep
have a good
Control installed.
I think I played like all of 30 minutes of it before.
It's good.
Like on PlayStation 4.
But now it's going to run way
Yeah.
better and look way better.
honestly,
Yeah.
speaking of
And
Control, I do need to sit down and finally play Alan Wake 2. I
You
really do need to sit down.
do.
I think I probably
That
need to do that
game
before Silent
is
Hill comes out.
stellar. Oh, I actually need to play the DLC.
Oh, so y'all getting
for Alan Wake
Silent
2.
Hill?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm getting Silent Hill.
He's getting Silent Hill, and I'm going to turn Silent Hill into content.
Yes, I'm gonna get Silent Hill. I will
gotta know.
regret it. I will
Yes.
regret the
But this
fuck out of it.
game's gonna suck.
Yes, it's
I
going
don't
to
trust
suck.
Bloober Team.
I don't
Name
trust
one thing they
Bloober.
made that was good.
No one trusts Bloober Team.
Name one
No
thing
one
Bloober
trusts
Team
them.
made that's good, Madrid.
I don't fucking play those games. I don't care. It could be
Blair.
good. I'll
Okay,
still
hold
go
on.
ass.
Hold on. The Blair Witch was okay.
The Blair Witch is mid at best.
It's okay. See, it's not terrible.
You know what's better than? Do you know what's better than the Blair Witch? Five Nights at Freddy's 1.
Oh God, you can't compare the two.
I'm sorry.
Why not?
The game where you're sitting in an office being hunted by animatronics is better than being lost in.
Fire.
And the story's better. The mystery actually fucking works.
Fair. Damn,
Look.
that's fair. I'm not gonna. Yeah, can't argue with it there. I'm going to either love and hate Silent Hill all at the same time. But yes, I'm getting it day one. I'm not getting it early.
Oh, they have
At
that
least
option
wait
for
2
that?
days to make sure it fucking works.
Yeah, I'm waiting 2 days to see if it runs on PC or if it runs better on PlayStation. So
Yeah.
Digital
Well, I get-
Foundry will have that up by the time
Yeah.
embargo.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, depending on the game's embargo, that tells a tale in and of itself.
yeah,
If that shit set on like day before release, day of release.
yeah.
I think we're going to get Astro
Don't do it.
previews either tomorrow or the day after, or reviews.
I'm excited about that.
Because PlayStation normally does like a week and a half early,
Sick. Yep, they do.
but considering it's Friday, it's literally less than 7 days. It's 5 days from now. The game will be out. I think either tomorrow or Tuesday because tomorrow's a holiday.
Yeah.
That'll be when the embargo lifts.
That makes sense.
Okay. I'm interested. I know everybody's been full throating, and before it came out, full throated.
I just enjoyed Astro's Playroom enough to platinum it, and so.
Well, I said everybody.
Actually, I haven't heard anything bad about that game. Everyone who said anything is just like, hey, this is fun.
That's what PlayStation really needed this year. It was just a fun game.
Yeah.
A fun platformer.
Yeah, because the Ratchet and Clank side of Insomniac is busy.
Yeah, they are.
Well, there's also
Make it
going to be
Wolverine.
Lego Horizon. Huh?
Lego Horizon?
Yeah, Lego Horizon Adventure.
Lego
It's coming to
Horizon
PS5,
Zero Dawn is the most
PC, and
industry.
Switch.
It's the most industry plant video game ever fucking existed.
Yeah, why the fuck is that? No one
Because it's
wanted
an
that.
industry. They're trying to make that their next big franchise, and it's yet to work.
You didn't see it in the most recent Nintendo Direct Partner Direct?
Yeah, like I said, they're going multi-consoles in
for-
attempt to try and get this franchise to be popular.
It
Like
was
I
very
said,
forgettable.
It's coming day and date to Switch and PS5 and
it has a
PC.
nasty habit of coming out with something that's just better than it in every way. Like, it first came out the same week as Breath of the Wild, and then the sequel came out the same week as Elden Ring.
Yep.
Like, and I still stand.
Those were genre-defying games, but yeah.
Yeah, and I will say, Horizon and Breath of the Wild, same dad, different moms. I stand by that. I stand that.
I mean, one of their moms was a baddie. The other one,
Exactly. You see my point here. Same dad, different mom.
she was
She's a little
like,
slow.
she was a nice person.
Damn.
It really, she deserved better than that man.
Yeah.
It's really just, at the end of the day, both of them deserved better than that man. It's just that one made it work. One was like, I'm gonna use my family is gonna help me raise this kid. You know what? It's the difference in a biracial child with a black mom and a white mom. I'm just gonna say it right now. That's Breath of the Wild and Horizon in a nutshell. And we all know who had what.
Mm.
Baby, it's okay.
Baby, it's okay.
We only got these 30 frames, but we gonna make them work, baby. Well, my swoosh go backwards. It's cool. It's cool. You can stack up 2 swooshes.
Speaking of
then-
stacking swooshes, did y'all see the PS5 Pro design leak?
No, I did not.
Yes. Yeah, you did. You made a comment on it. It's the Kaiba style.
They
Oh,
always look like Kaiba. I've always expected that console to call my PC and my Xbox a third-rate console with a fourth-rate library.
Well,
Especially the Xbox.
yeah.
Right, fourth is kind.
Damn. Damn.
Well,
Damn. Damn.
So it's like Steam, then like PlayStation, then Nintendo.
In this analogy,
then Xbox.
Actually,
Steam
I
is
think it's like
Yugi.
Steam and
Steam
then
is
like
Yugi.
Nintendo and
Sony
then
is
like
Kaiba.
PlayStation.
PlayStation is Xbox is Joey, and then Switch is the one-off villain that shows up every once in a while to fuck shit up and take over the show for a little bit, but then leaves to do its own thing after a while.
True.
So if we're
no, Xbox is for kids dubbed Joey specifically.
Brooklyn Rage.
Yo, Yugs.
You sure it's not Candy
Yada.
Bandit Keith?
Yeah, honestly, Xbox is Bandit Keith.
All right. So while we're talking about third-rate consoles, we can talk about the third Sonic movie.
Okay, look, it's not the Sonic movie; it's the Shadow movie. We've finally seen Johnny Shadowhands in action. He called them a colorful bunch. He put all of them in a blender. It's.
We also see the other Robotnik, right?
Gerald Robotnik's fucking alive. I was not prepared for Gerald Robotnik to be fucking alive.
Crazy.
Like the fact that they have to team up with Eggman to stop Gerald Robotnik before they get to the space colony arc, it's fucking nuts. This movie's gonna be so fucking good, and I feel bad for every child who's gonna be forced to watch that bitch ass Mufasa prequel movie on Christmas instead of the third Sonic movie because their parents are like, "Oh, I know Lion King. Let's go see that," instead of fucking Sonic. I feel bad for every single one of the kids because that movie's about to be fucking huge.
True.
I've only saw most of the second Sonic movie.
I saw most of the first
The
Sonic
flight
movie.
ended before the movie.
It's okay. The first two Sonic movies are good, though. I will say, like, the Sonic movies, the live-action Sonic movies are actually good.
How do you feel about Jim Carrey playing both?
No, I enjoyed it. Like,
He's about to rock. Oh, I'm saying this right now. This is Jim Carrey has been performing. Jim Carrey has not had a performance as good as he has an Eggman for like a decade, and it's most likely because he actually likes playing Eggman and not the other bullshit he was doing. Like,
I agree.
He's actually having fun.
I mean, he 100% quit
Yeah, I was like, he
acting
retired
and then said,
and then
there's
came
a
out of
third movie
retirement.
coming back. I'm coming back.
Oh, and it also found out that one of the characters in the Acolyte was originally, they were trying to get Keanu Reeves to do it, and he was like, nah, I'd rather be Shadow the Hedgehog. And you know what? He made the right decision. You always pick Shadow the Hedgehog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn, they were going for that Matrix reunion, though.
They were. One thing I do hope, though, is I hope we get a new rendition of Live and Learn in the third Sonic movie. That's the one thing I'm holding out for. I'm not going to be hurt if they don't do it, because they're probably not, but I would love a rendition of Live and Learn for the third Sonic movie. When they get to the final Hazard fight.
Yeah.
The trailer was great, and I think the music was like a rendition of Live and Learn.
I don't think it was. I'd have to double check. I'd have to rewatch it.
But it's not as good as like the cinematic remix of Knuck If You Buck for the Knuckles show. Like nothing will top that. Like
that was good.
Yeah. That
had true Atlanta energy, honestly.
Idris Elba is Knuckles If You Buckles.
I come in a club, shaking my dread things. Oh my god!
Oh, I got it.
And also, will be a couple of months after Shadow Generations. Like,
yeah.
That's true.
I've been rewatching that trailer all the time for the medley. Because you could hear Supporting Me. You could hear fucking. What is Metal Sonic's theme song called from Sonic Heroes? No, it's called fucking. What is it called? I'm pissed that I don't know that fucking song.
Oh, you're a Sonic sicko?
I am dog. Day one. Day fucking one.
Of course.
The ultimate overlord?
That's the name of the boss fight. What I'm Made Of. The song is called What I'm Made Of. Because Metal had something to fucking prove in that fucking game. The entirety of Sonic Heroes is literally Metal has something to fucking prove. But you can hear that. You can hear I Am. Like, oh god, it's so good.
When did they stop making Sonic fat?
Oh, no.
Did they?
No, that was his. No. What happened is he got older and got taller and he balanced out. He was a chubby kid that got tall.
Okay.
Yeah, Dreamcast is when he got tall.
Yeah, when he went to
Sonic
3D.
Adventures?
It's like
Yeah,
Sega,
when he went to 3D.
I think Sega Genesis is when he was Fat Sonic, just like
So basically,
Pikachu was Pikachu.
Sonic 1 through the thing about that post I put about Pikachu is that mice can just do that. Pikachu should be able to go back to being Fat Chew whenever it feels like, because mice can puff up their fur to look bigger. So Pikachu should just be able to do that.
Come on, it's almost cuddling season.
Right.
Pikachu needs to be a little bit chunky. Chunkachu.
Chris, what did you want to say about Persona 3 that you haven't said?
Oh, I think I said it. I'm just back on it again and caught back up from when the PS5 did its ultimate reset on me.
Chris, you
And
getting
made
that
me
DLC?
lose hours of.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
You gotta play it. Once you finish it, you gotta do episode, I guess.
I
You
am
got
gonna
to.
do episode. I guess I'm definitely gonna play Astro Bots first, and
Look
then
how
I'll
good
go.
Metis
I'll probably
is.
jump on. I'll probably jump in episode. I guess. While I'm playing Metaphor, Fantasia. You know, there's a lot of things coming out. October is gonna be stacked for me.
Okay. And I mean, the last thing we have on the notes is Helldivers. Madrid and I hopped in and played 2 missions.
Yeah.
And I feel like I got my Helldivers fill for.
Nice.
I mean, I had a good time, like, no complaints. But, yeah, something with that game just isn't it for me. Like, Valorant
with
had
Helldivers?
more, like, pull me back appeal than Helldivers.
Damn, you're talking about PlayStation's best game that came out this year is not it for you?
I mean,
I think the real issue with
It's-
Helldivers is that once you played about 10 hours of Helldivers, you kind of got all of Helldivers.
I haven't even played 10 hours.
Damn.
Damn.
I think it's kind of like curating the missions and like what you're doing, like who you're fighting.
I think you are. I think
honestly, I still have more fun with the bugs sometimes than the bots.
Yeah. Oh, the bots seem a little stressful.
Because all armor-piercing weapons suck. That's the thing about that. It comes back. The biggest issue with Helldivers is weapon balance. Like, especially that's why the bots are so hard, because you're kind of stuck running most of the same weapons all the time, because you need your primary to have like at minimum medium armor penetration so you could deal with anything.
Yeah. Sure.
That's also why when you're playing Helldivers, you're spending more time running around with the fucking stratagems than actual weapons. You usually get a stratagem weapon and run around with that shit.
Yeah. Helldivers is fun though. I think it's like if you have a full team, you're having more of a blast. But I think it does require a full team to. But you, Jalen, or you, Anton, and Joe were playing last night, and it went just okay.
Yeah, no, it was cool.
I mean, we all successfully extracted out of both missions.
That's cool.
Pull out Game Strong.
That's definitely good.
You know,
Save money that way.
I mean, I'm down to play again at some point. So.
I think there does need to be a consistent multiplayer game, which I mean, Wilds is wildly around the corner.
We'll see. I don't think we're getting that before April.
Yeah, Wells bought to sell everybody lunch when that.
So like it's at least 6 months out. So
yeah, I mean, unless you're gonna sell into Call of Duty Black Ops 6, then I think that's gonna be the most people's next multiplayer.
You know, I'm not sure I want to play a game where motherfuckers are going to be grabbing you and whispering slowly, low and lovingly into your ear.
You feel that thing on your back.
What do you hit him with the where your mom at? And you can hear this little white boy go, I'm like, damn, you gave her up your mom that fast?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even gonna humble myself. I'm gonna play the fuck out of that game. I just
Call
know
of
I am.
Duty Black
Yup.
Ops.
I'll be here for it. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna play the fuck out of that game.
No.
I didn't buy Madden this year. I didn't buy the
Good job.
NCAA.
Oh wow, so Helldivers was the best-selling game this year until NCAA came out, and NCAA took the first and second place slot because it took the first place slot as its game and the second place slot as the MVP bundle, which was NCAA and Madden in a bundle that didn't save you any money. It was just buying both the games
Here.
at the same time.
You can buy both games. We'll let you.
Yeah.
So
I
It's
normally
actually cheaper
no,
than
No,
buying them
it
both.
does- it's
with
not-
like
yeah,
the
it's
way
the same.
the taxes break. No.
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 It's well, actually, with the taxes
No.
breakout, it doesn't save you like 7 cents.
no.
Not no. Okay. Well, shit.
Because that's like saying, like, if I pay tax on $2 and I make that two different
Oh
transactions,
yeah, I guess the
that's
taxes
$1
are
and
technically at the
$1,
end.
you're still paying $2 worth of tax.
I wonder if it's cheaper to buy them separately. Because the taxes
Probably
only,
like when sales start hitting, yes, it'll definitely be cheaper to buy.
yeah.
Because
Sales.
there's
Yeah.
a bundle right now that's Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order on both PS4 and PS5, both games on both consoles, and it's going for $80, which is insane considering Jedi Fallen Order has been like $3.
Oh yes, the illusion of a deal.
It's been free, but nobody wants to use the Epic Game Store.
Nobody wants to use an Epic Game Store.
Not even me.
What's an Epic Game Store?
That's why I'm so glad
It's
Hades
at
2
the Epic Game Store is
early
a place
access.
where developers can get a check for soft launching their game on a different service, on a different platform, so they can fix all the bugs before they have their Steam release, where they actually will sell the fucking game.
Can I
Oh yes, a test bed. A
Mhm.
can I buy Black Ops 6 on Steam?
You're probably still going to need BNet.
No, it's
Being
definitely
it?
on Steam.
Nope. Actually, no, it's on Steam.
Yeah, but is it Steam Deck compatible because anti-cheat?
Steam Deck compatible? Absolutely the fuck not.
No.
That's why you can't. If it has an anti-cheat on it, it's not Steam Deck compatible. Because I kind of want to put Proton on some non-Steam Deck shit, and I'm like, I wonder what I could play. It's nah.
Just get the ROG Ally.
And you still need your third-party Activision account, but of course you do, because fuck us all.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but it's not Call of Duty, Siege, fucking PUBG. None of those are playable on Destiny. I'm not gonna lie, I've forgotten all about Destiny.
Yeah, we just talked about it last week. Or the week before.
We've talked
Rip.
about it in the last month, but somehow.
Yeah, but it's because it's dead. Once episode 3's out, it's I don't see much coming out after episode 3, because that's the only thing that's the last thing they had announced before Final Shape came out. They're like, once Final Shape comes out, we're doing episodes, and I think they only announced 3 episodes. So I would actually be surprised if Destiny 2 got an episode 4.
Yeah.
Were those like post-game patches, essentially?
Well, the idea was, instead of doing expansions or like extra seasonal shit, they were going to just have like bigger content drops every like 4-ish months, I believe. I believe that was the roadmap for it.
Yeah.
That would make sense. That would cover a year.
Yeah, okay. So oh no, I have misread that shit. There is no. Okay, so the episode 3, so we're in the middle of episode 2. So basically the way it works is each episode is going to go on for about 3-ish months. March to June, July to October, November to February. And each of those episodes are going to have 3 acts. So basically, we'll find out what the fate of Destiny come February once they finish Act 3 of Episode 3. Because Episode 2 got like 2 more months.
I mean, it still has one of the highest concurrent player counts of like any game. So
Yeah. But I don't know if they're going to actually make more content for it, you know? So remember, D3 got canceled.
D3 was never in production.
D3 was in production.
No, D3, they canceled Gummy Bears, which was something else in the Destiny universe, but it definitely wasn't Destiny 3. Destiny 3 at no point was ever in production.
E3.
E3's dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
E3's definitely dead.
So,
But it was a thing at some point in time. Like, we can verify that existed. Destiny 3, the people who would be making Destiny 3 said, yeah, at no point were we ever working on Destiny 3.
damn, that's crazy.
I think they were working on a hero shooter in the Destiny universe.
Okay, so Destiny, according to Forbes, Destiny 3 was and is considered too big of a risk in the current market. The idea was instead to split up Destiny as an IP into more manageable components. The PvE portion will be continuing in D2. Playback for an adventure genre mobile Destiny game from NetEase, fucking NetEase, and spinning out a separate 3v3 Crucible game mode channeling Trials. None of this is happening now alongside Destiny 3. Yeah, you're right. D3 was never in production. You're right.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, though, I'm not entirely sure, though, that they have a high concurrent player base, but I don't know how much of that player base is translated into microtransactions. I don't know how many people are actually right, and that's what I'm saying is I don't know if enough people are spending money on Destiny for them to do an episode 4, which would be the thing they do after, which would be February, because episode 3 ends in February. It's from November to February.
Okay. Well, does anybody have one more thing before we wrap? Well, we've gone on this extra long episode this week. You could tell tomorrow's a holiday, because
Yeah.
any other night we would have had to put the kibosh.
Yep, we can hang. We can hang.
That is it for me.
It is definitely in for me.
That is it for me.
All right. Well, remember you can follow us all collectively around the internet, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. Follow me on Instagram at Anton6, followed by 2 X's. Chris, where can people find you? Crying on the sidelines of an LSU game?
Yes.
Ooh, it hurts, don't it? It hurts, don't it?
Sorry, I am actually watching the game live because they decided to start exactly when we decided to start. You can't find me on the internet, but check us out, cheesycontrollerpodcast.com. There you can find our Discord, Instagram, Twitter, all that jazz. Hit us up on cheesycontrollerpodcast@gmail.com and let us know what you would like on our future Patreon. Anything else any other content you would like us to see?
That you can just give us money for no reward.
You could, yes, but it hasn't been updated
no.
in
There
so
is a
many
reward.
years.
It will help us continue to make the podcast and the content that you're enjoying.
That's true. We're gonna update it. There's things in the work. We're doing better.
If you open up the Patreon page, you can hear drills and saws and shit going on in the background.
Sorry, I'm stressed out.
Because it was Hughes King.
Fuck, move on.
All right, Madrid, where can people find you?
You can find me at x_Spain on IG.
All right, and Jalen, where can people find you?
You can find me Squid Bishop on the internet.
All right, this has been a No It's Good production. The video version is edited by Chris. The audio version is edited by Akuma Santi. Until next time, keep it cheesy.